Morning. Welcome to our grammar class. This one is a review class. Okay, we are on week number 32, and today is Friday, November 13, 2020. And in this case, we talk about abilities and possibilities, requests, and also permission. That means we study the different models that we use with these, let me see, abilities or possibilities, or maybe when we now request someone or a permission. Okay, ability and possibility. And in that case, we use can and could. Remember, both models we can use inability and possibility. Okay, but one of they is in present and the other one is in past. For example, can is in present when you say I can speak 3 languages. Okay, I can speak French, English, Spanish, etc. Okay, possibility, you use can. I can meet you at 3 p.m. for a coffee. Okay, so it's a possibility that you do this activity. Okay, you are not sure, but it's possible that you go. Then we have could. Okay, this one you use in past. Okay, she couldn't attend class yesterday. That's mean because maybe, okay, present a different situation, and for that reason the girl, okay, couldn't attend class yesterday. Or maybe in past, okay, people could read the newspaper online many years ago. Is a possibility. Okay, so that means something that you can do, or maybe no. Let's see, let's continue. So we have the different models. Also we study be able to and now have to. Okay, so remember we use this one ability, possibility, or maybe, okay, in present or in past. We have the affirmative statements. Remember we use different structures. Okay, for example, the subject, the modal can or could, okay, the base form of a verb, and then you use the complement. This one is if it is affirmative, and if it is negative, okay, you use the subject, then you use can, could, okay, plus not. You can say cannot, can't, could not, or couldn't. Okay, it's possible, and then you use the base forms. Okay, let's see, then we have the questions. Okay, remember the modal is the first word that you answer, that you write, or maybe that you speak. Okay, can I use the computer? Could I use the computer? So, and remember the intonation is different. Then we have the affirmative answers, okay, or maybe the negative answers. You can answer yes I can or yes I could. Okay, both are possible, it's depend. Or maybe negative, no I cannot, okay, no I can't, no I could not, or no I couldn't. Okay, remember we talk about ability and possibility in that case. Okay, for request and also for permission the answer is different. Yes. Okay, let's continue. And in that part we use information questions. That's mean the WH words. For example, who, what, when, where, and how. Remember you use who, okay, when you talk about people. What, okay, about the different situations. When, okay, that's mean the time. Where, the place. And how, okay, that's mean the action. How do you the action? Okay, so let's see, you use the different WH word for different purposes. Okay, for example, who can I ask about the program? Okay, that's mean what is the person that you need to inquire for knowing about the program. What can I do on that website? Okay, that's mean what is the activity that you do in that part. When, okay, that's mean the moment. Where, okay, the place. And how, okay, can I communicate with each other? Okay, that's mean in written way, in a normal way, etc. Let's see. Now use can to talk about ability or possibility, but this one is in present. Okay, you use could to talk about ability or possibility, but this one is in the past. Or you can spell, okay, cannot, okay, as one word, or maybe as two words, cannot, or maybe can not. Okay, you notice the difference, cannot, cannot, but it's usually spelled as one word. Okay, the majority of the time we use in that form. Okay, I cannot speak English, I cannot speak Spanish. Okay, so I cannot, so it's kind of let me see, formal, but it's long. So in the majority of the time, okay, we use the words, or we use the contracted form. For that reason we say cannot. Okay, so let's see, but remember could not is impossible that you use as one word. Okay, you use as two words, could not. Okay, then you use the contractions can't or couldn't, but in speaking. emails and conversations, but not informal writing. Okay, that's mean if you write a summary, okay, if you write an essay, okay, if you write a memorandum, okay, you don't write with contractions, okay, you write in the formal way, that's meaning the complete form. So you can use contractions when you speak with a friend, okay, or when you say text messages, or when you send emails to a person, but in an informal way, not a formal way. Let's see, let's continue. Okay, so this one is important, remember that, okay, because it is necessary when you speak or maybe when you write. Then we have be able to and now how to, okay, that this one is an ability. Okay, for example, I am able to speak 3 languages. I was able to speak 3 languages. Okay, so remember we use this one in present or maybe in past. Okay, it's depend of the subject. For example, I, you use am or was. If you talk about plural person, okay, you use are or were. And if you talk about third person, you use is or was. Okay, then the structure, okay, able to, and then the base form and the complement. Okay, I am able to send text messages. They were able to send text messages. Or he was able to send text messages. Okay, remember we use the able to for expressing things that we learned to do in the past. Okay, let's see, and now we have now how to. Okay, so for example, I know how to design a website. That's mean this one you learned in the past and right now you apply all this knowledge to the present situations. Excellent. So let's see, use be able to express ability. Is it has the same meaning as can and could, yes, but what is the difference that you can use in present or you can use in past? You also know how to talk about things that you learned. Okay, for example, Suri knows how to create a web page. Okay, right now, okay, the majority of us, okay, know how to use Zoom. Okay, or now how to create let me see, interactive classes. Okay, all of this one. So let's see, now we have the formal requests, okay, with could and would. Okay, for example, you have a teacher here, the teacher says, could you work on exercise 4? Okay, this one is a request, but it's very formal. Okay, so that means polite. And we have the informal request. Okay, can I borrow your eraser? Okay, yes, sure. So you use the informal request with a friend, okay, with a person that you know very well. Okay, but with a person that you don't know very well, or maybe with a person that you give your respect, you use formal requests. Let's see. Okay, you use can, could, and would to ask people to do things. For example, can you help me please? Could you give me some advice? Would you please help me with my paper? Okay, so this one is for requests. Okay, and remember this one is a question, so you write, okay, when you write a request, you write at the end of the sentence a question mark, or you give the proper intonation, okay, when you give this request in another way. Let's see, now you use can, could, and would to make requests. Okay, for example, could you give me some advice? Okay, would you reserve a seat for me please? Could and would are more polite than can. Okay, you use can and could and would in formal situations. Okay, could you advise me about my project, please? Would you help me write my resume, please? Okay, that's mean this one a formal situation. And also, you use please. Okay, when you ask a person you don't know well to do something. Okay, or you mention and you pronounce this word, excuse me. Can you tell me the way to Mason Street, please? Okay, so that's mean it's a favor. Use please in formal situations, and also you can use please, okay, at the end of the request or maybe after the subject. Okay, as the examples that we have here. Could you sign this document please? This one is at the end of the request. Or maybe could you please sign this document? This one is after the subject. And both are okay and both are formal. Okay, so it's depend, okay, the use um, that you want. Could you sign this document please at the end of the request? Or maybe could you please, okay, after the subject. Excellent. So let's see, now we have when you are agree, or when you agree to a request, okay, you give short answer, maybe yes, or you can say yes I can. Okay, or maybe long answer, that's mean you can mention the request. Yes, I can help you. So you mention, can you help me? Yes, I can help you. So you mention the request. That means you include in your answer the request. And often we say other words of agreement instead of yes. Okay, maybe we can use sure, certainly, okay, obviously, that's mean I agree, etc. Okay, for example, you have informal responses, okay, sure, no problem, or maybe formal responses, of course, certainly. When you say, could you please help me find the career advisor's office? Sure, I can. So this one is short answer, but you don't only use yes, okay? You use different words. Certainly, just follow that corridor, first door on the left. Okay, so you give more information. Okay, that means you solve the problem of the person. Let's continue. Now, okay, we use cannot or can't in negative answers, okay, to request, even when the request uses could or would. Okay, for example, could you please give me your book? No, I can't. Okay, so you can use the modal could or maybe would, but the answer in negative always will be can't. Okay, no, I can't. No, I can't. Okay, no, I can't. I don't have it with me. Will you come to the meeting with us? No, I can't. Sorry, I'm busy. Okay, that's mean. Even the request that you use is could or would. Okay, your answer in negative form is with cannot or maybe can't. Can't is informal. Can you help me with this vocabulary word? No, I can't. I don't know what it means. Okay, cannot is more formal. Could you help me with my health issues, please? No, I cannot discuss health problems with you. Okay, so both are possible, can't or cannot. Remember, cannot is more formal. We often use sorry instead of no. Okay, would like to go out tonight. Sorry, I can't. You don't say no, I can't. So, sorry. Okay, this one is very formal. Okay, it's more polite that you answer in that form. Sorry, I can't. I have a lot of homework. And I'm sorry is more formal than sorry. Could you please tell me the time? I'm sorry, I can't. I don't have a watch. Okay, so all of this. Can you pass the dictionary? Sorry, I can reach it. Okay, so if you notice, when you say this word, it's very formal, it's more polite, okay, and you give more confidence to other person, okay. Let's see, and we often give a reason when we give a negative response to a request. For example, would you speak to our class tomorrow? No, I'm sorry, I can't. I am in a conference all day. Okay, so that's mean you give a reason why you don't develop the activity that the other person inquired you. Okay, can you help me tonight? Sorry, I can't. I have to work. Okay, so you give a reason, and this reason is very okay formal. Exactly. Okay, let's see. Let's continue. Now we have can, could, and may for permission. Okay, this one is the older kind of model. Remember, we study ability and possibility, and we study request, and right now we study permission. Okay, we use can, could, and may to ask for permission to do things. For example, can I use this pencil? Could I leave early today? Etc. Okay, use can in most situations. In the majority of the time, we use this model can. Okay, can I borrow your pen? Can I take a picture with your camera? Let me see, can I buy a snack, etc. Could is more polite than can't. Okay, you use could with the strangers and people you don't know well, and also you use could in formal situations. Okay, could I go to the bathroom, please? Could I answer this exercise in that moment, please? Okay, so all of this one. Could I talk to you for a moment, etc. And may is very polite. Okay, you use may with people you don't know well in very formal situation. That's me. We have can is kind of informal, could is formal, okay, and may is very polite. Let's see. Okay, Professor Wodak, may I interview for the students' newspaper, please? Okay, so it's very polite. Let's see. Okay, please can make a request for permission more polite. Exactly. Okay, can I use this telephone, please? Or maybe can I please use this telephone? Remember, we can use in two sides. Okay, at the end of the request, or maybe after the subject. You use please in formal situations. Okay, may I use your pen for a moment, please? Or may I please use your pen for a moment? Or I tell you, okay, at the end of the request or after the subject. And then we have this one. When you agree to a request for permission, you give a short answer. Okay, can I sit in this chair? Yes. Okay, you can include a request in your answer. Yes, it's possible. Okay, could I work in your group? Sure, you can work within a group. Okay, so that's mean you show that you are interested in the situation. Often we say other words of agreement instead of yes. Okay, no problem, of course. Can I see your homework? No problem. May I contact you by email? Of course. Okay, so you can use informal responses or formal responses. And you use sorry, okay, when you give a negative answer to a request for permission. But okay, people don't usually say no. Okay, they say sorry or I'm sorry. Okay, remember sorry is very formal and sorry is kind of formal. Okay, can I see that? Sorry, it's not mine. Can I speak to you for a moment? I'm sorry, I'm very busy, maybe after class. Okay, so we use different situations in that form. Okay, excellent participation. Thank you very much for joining in the class. Okay, see you the next week. Remember that next week is the last classes of grammar, and then you have your evaluations. And in this class, okay, we only make a review. So you don't send any activity, okay, because I check all the activity that you send until week number 30. Okay, excellent participation. God bless you a lot. Okay, blessings and enjoy with your family your weekend. Bye bye.